started. What's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. You've got Luka Doncic, Avdia out there with Okongwu. Then there's Ayton. And it's Giddey in at the two-guard position. Here's Diallo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, Bam gets himself a little bit of elbow room, and that's a confident-looking shot.
Doncic with it. Pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here is Bonner. Plenty of space. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Doncic, chalk up two there.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
Here is Bonner, guarded by Doncic.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Over in the corner, Avdia. Here's Banchero. And he banks in the layup.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Doncic. Ayton up top. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton, not afraid to get physical with the defender.
Passes it to Adebayo. Kicks the ball. Here's Banchero. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's up. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
Is that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Avdia. Here's Doncic. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Doncic has got his second bucket. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes.
Cunningham with that #1 selection. Lots of expectations for him, so a steep learning curve to get to the level that he wants to play at. But he's got a great work ethic, and he's going to give you his best effort every night.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Stewart's checked in, and they double up Doncic. The pass to Giddey. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Giddey, no one around him. Again, Memphis.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. Down low. Stewart passes to Cunningham. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
And Memphis making a change here. Harris is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Marvin Bagley comes in for Okongwu. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Avdia. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Dinwiddie. To the middle. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Williams, that's good.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
Dinwiddie kicks to Osman. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Williams. Stewart, a screen for Williams. Pass to Abaji. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis leading by 9. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Bagley. Some solid defense from Clark.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Cunningham, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Now, Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bagley in the post. Count it.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Memphis out in front, up by 9. And the second quarter will get underway. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Banchero out there with Williams. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then it's Bonner. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here is Bonner. Pass to Banchero. The feed to Williams. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Dinwiddie left side. Harris inside. He's against Bonner. A nice shot by Harris.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The pass to Adebayo. And here's Diallo. Floats it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. He's just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passers. David, thank you. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Nobody near Williams. Oklahoma City the rebound. Inside. Here's Bonner. Pass to Diallo. Passes to Banchero. Williams for three. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Really picked up a lot of assists in college. Banchero seeing those passing skills translate to the pros.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Harris finds Dinwiddie. To the paint. Here's Bagley. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
And Spencer Dinwiddie has always been a great scorer, being used off the bench more and more. He has a great game to be a 6th man. Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Dinwiddie outside. Got a piece of it.
And when Banchero turns... could be a factor at the defensive end.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game. With Dinwiddie off the bench, he will always provide offense and ball handling.
A great point, Kevin. He can set up others, but usually looks for his own shot. Could be streaky at times with it, but when he gets it going, he can win you a game by himself.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Whiteside's checked in for Harris. Joe Ingles comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's James Ennison for Terrence Mann. Whiteside inside. Guarded by Stewart. It's blocked.
No, sir. Stewart not letting that one go.
Cunningham kicks to Williams. Offensive rebound. Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
That's what he gives you. A big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Dinwiddie finds Whiteside to the inside. 1:39 left here in the second. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
I like how Cunningham just refuses to settle on the play. He gets his shot off and then gets himself fouled.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here's Doncic. It's deflected. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down. Thunder trailing by 7. Clark outside. Abaji. Stewart trying to get open. And that one's good, Abaji.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Ayton a screen. Doncic passes to Ayton.
Good idea to make Ayton earn it at the line because he's a menace in the paint. Don't let him get that shot off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He hits the second from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Clark outside. Here's Abaji. Giddy defending for the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Ayton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got 7 points in the game.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Here's Cunningham, and a close game so far. Through the first 2 quarters as we reach out.
Thank you for joining. You look at their bench production, so valuable to have guys that can come in.
And now we turn our attention to the Western Conference standings here in the early going.
Well, I think.
And that concludes half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got 8. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Avdia. And it's Okongwu in at the 4-man position. Diallo the pass to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Kate getting up that time.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Here's Avdia. Shot clock reset for Memphis, and the shot goes down. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Cunningham's shot is off. Memphis leading by 8. Doncic fires from way outside and airballs the triple. That one was way off. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Bonner from the arc. Avdia with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And the Thunder making a switch here. Thunder trailing by 8. Here is Bonner. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. With the teardrop, nice D from Doncic.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Ayton in the high post. Over Adebayo. And Memphis with another turnover here.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Stewart checked in for Banchero. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Harris comes in for Ayton. And it's Jetty Osman in for Okongwu. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And there's the pass to Diallo. He kicks it to Bonner. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. For the finish. And finished off by Avdia.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Adebayo passes to Diallo. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And they double up Doncic. And there is a whistle that goes on Hamidou Diallo. That's his first foul for the Thunder. Clark, he's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Williams in for Bonner. And here is Giddey. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Abaji. It's deflected.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Doncic with it. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, back in 2017, Denny played professionally in his home country, representing Israeli basketball. He was a stud.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Bagley showing his feel right there for the game and that particular play.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Grizzlies?
I like this throwback approach they're taking. Looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Williams dishes to Cunningham. Williams a screen on Bagley. Here's Cunningham. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Osman. Here's Bagley. No good with the layup.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Clark outside. Passes it to Diallo. And here comes the break. Pushing it up. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, Bagley punishing the defense that time.
Thunder trailing by 7.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Cunningham. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Banchero. Cunningham is out there with Bonner. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And Diallo in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Bagley the screen. Dinwiddie passes to Bagley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion. And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Count the basket.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Now Dinwiddie to the middle. Here's Harris. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Thunder trailing by 6. Diallo sets a screen for Cunningham. Now here's Diallo. D right on him. Holds it up for Adebayo. An emphatic LU jam.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there. Vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Dinwiddie with it. Now defended by Adebayo. And slam dunk by Harris.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here is Bonner. Dinwiddie covering. And there's a call on Jetty Osman. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called the Grizzlies. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Doncic with it. He's against Bonner. Here's Giddey. Oh, good on the triple. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Thunder. Trailing by 4. Cunningham for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded close. And they double up Doncic. Giddey. And the 3 off target.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Doncic against Cunningham. Grizzlies with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Avdia can't hit. And they're trailing by 4. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham passes to Diallo. Adebayo, high post. Just 5 to shoot. Cunningham up top. And again, Cunningham missing. Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Banchero with the ball. Now Avdia defending.
2 minutes.
Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton.
And the Adebayo experiment has been pretty awesome to watch just because it's gone nuclear. All the skills and his hard work paying off now. When the team's struggling to come back, he really wanted all of those free throws.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Now, here's Banchero. Defense right on him. And the pass to Diallo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Avdia dishes to Doncic. Giddey, the open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one with no hesitation.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Loads it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Giddey. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Okongwu. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Banchero. And the shot is long. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here are the Thunder now. 7-point differential. Cunningham for three. That one doesn't go. Doncic right side. And the wide open shot from Avdia. It's off. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit. David, thank you as always.
I'm not beat. Yeah, I bet I put on a see it. Put on a bus. Have it gone by the weekend. I'm on the deep end. I'm on the deep end. Yeah.
The starting lineup.
Well, Grant, it's still early in the season, but when you're on a team, do you have a good sense of where you stand in the league at this point?
Well, it's hard to say. The year is just getting started. You just never know about injuries, trades, chemistry, how it all comes together. So I think most players aren't too concerned with the standings just yet.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. They've got DeAndre Ayton, Okongwu out there with Deni Avdia. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Giddey in at the 2.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Tries the spin move. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Doncic right side. Outside Giddey from outside the arc. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Outside for Brooks. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, Those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
From deep, Giddey. Kept alive. Here's Okongwu. Good D by Mobley. And it's Sacramento's ball. Banked it in off the glass.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
And here are the Kings now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Mobley, a screen on Doncic. Jones. Again, the Kings score.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now here's Doncic. He rifled that one in from distance.
Trust Doncic to make smart moves with the ball. He puts it in the hands of a guy with a wide-open shot.
Pass to Jones. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be Evan Mobley. And it seems hard to believe, but it's been almost 40 years since the Kings moved to Sacramento.
And, you know, maybe they haven't hung any banners, but they've had some special players and some great seasons in that time. And they mean a lot to that community.
The Kings have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Now here's Levine. Down low. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Great screen by Levine. Better IQ knowing how to roll to the basket.
Jones against Doncic. Pass to Aiden. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside Jones. Levine with it. Here's the three. Avdia pulls it in. Here's Doncic. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here's Avdia for three. The shot comes out. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Brooks. Doncic grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Lots of room. And that one hits the back iron.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And Aiden gets it to go.
So impressed with that bucket by Aiden. Fantastic body control from the big man.
Timeout called, the Kings.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Both teams will make substitutions. Tipped away. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Brooks against Dinwiddie. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Memphis. Dinwiddie outside. Bagley is screen on Brooks. Outside Bagley. 27 seconds left in the opening quarter. Brooks outside. Inside, here's Christopher. Collects the 2 points near the hoop.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Harris, a screen on Brooks to the inside. No good on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Sacramento. And we'll be back with you shortly.
13. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Kings
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Jetty Osman out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Harris in at the 5, down low. Now here's Dinwiddie. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, it certainly gives him a chance. Chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now here's Bagley. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Levine against Dinwiddie. Outside Levine. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing's over.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis. And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Now here's Jones. Here's Mobley. The rebound by Mann.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Outside Jones. Out left to the wing. Here's Christopher. That shot missing. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Bagley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That free throw no good. So the Kings making a change here. Brown's checked in, and he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. Think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, BA, yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP could fill, especially going to work inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. The Kings getting their last shot to go. Pass to Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Now here's Jones. Here's Christopher.
Memphis foul. Terrence Mann. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes a first. Brooks, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Josh Christopher.
So he gets them both. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Dinwiddie. Outside Bagley. Up and in on the layup. Bagley's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Christopher.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here's Brooks.
2 minutes.
Outside Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Kings. Memphis leading. Up top Dinwiddie. Outside Bagley. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first half of basketball. 5 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. Christopher with a rebound. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Porzingis sets a screen to the paint. Stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Bagley. And stolen by Mobley. And there's the lob. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Dinwiddie outside. Now here's Bagley. On the wing, Ingles. Count the basket. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
Brooks outside. Launches it. The rebound by Whiteside. The Grizzlies have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. 20 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Ennis. Whiteside down low. Brooks defending. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports.
They're going to be out on the road for a bit. You want to win early.
And we come back to the game at hand in the first half. Thanks for tuning in. Now,
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. The Kings trailing. Mobley out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Jones in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Fred?
Well, B.A., I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of the season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night.
Pass to Avdia from deep three-point range. And they recover it. The 3. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. And they doubled up Doncic. Outside Giddey from the arc. Here's Ayton. And finally they hit one. Ayton's got his second bucket on the night.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Outside Jones. Porzingis sets a screen. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent. To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Doncic with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Avdia can't get it to go.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Brooks, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
As impressive as the numbers were for Mobley as a rookie, the consistency stood out the most, Grant.
Yeah, no question, B.A. Mobley shows up and makes an impact every night. He just finds ways to help the team even when the shots aren't there. He's the type of player that fits with any system. And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Osman's checked in. Doncic against Jones. Outside Giddey. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
3 points.
Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Doncic against Jones. Driving to the basket. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Doncic. He misses the free throw.
Shooting for Sacramento.
Good on the second one. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Doncic against Jones. Outside Giddey. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple. Giddey's got 8.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Christopher, he's checked in for Jones.
4th team foul. In for your Kings, Josh Christopher.
Wagner on the wing. Outside Hunter. Pass to LaVine. Outside Hunter. Clock at 6. Nails the baby hook. Hunter's got his first points of the game. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Doncic outside. go that time. So Sacramento will take it the other way. They host the Pistons after this one, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Osman. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Doncic on the wing. Outside Giddey puts up a 3. And another miss by Memphis. And Sacramento shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to Christopher. A minute and a half left in the third. That one goes. Count it.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Osman. Back to Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
At about 230 pounds, Doncic is a load down low.
Takes a step back. Outside Hunter. It's Christopher on the wing. Wagner left side. The 3 is up. The Grizzlies pull it in. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Timeout call. Memphis. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Harris is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Bagley comes in for Okongwu. Man, he's checked in for Giddey. And it's Dinwiddie in for Luka Doncic. Ingles, he's checked in for Memphis. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Kings have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Brown with it, and Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Porzingis with a screen on Bagley. To the middle. Tries again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's really good to see Kristaps inside forcing the issue. We know his outside abilities, but he can also bang down low.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Here's Mann. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 5. And we're just Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Memphis leading. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Marvin Bagley. He's out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Mann in at the 2 spot. Now Jones. Outside, Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Ingles. 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Bagley against Jones. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Bagley is screen on Jones. Dinwiddie passes to Bagley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. Wagner's checked in for Sacramento. Hunter comes in for Brown. Both good from the line that time. The Kings trailing. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Mobley throws it down.
Putting a little something extra on that one. Mobley showing off his skills around that rim.
Bagley is screen on Jones. Dinwiddie against Jones. Shot clock at 6. Bagley. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be Evan Mobley. Free throw good, Bagley. So the Kings making a change here. Christopher's checked in. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Whiteside, he's checked in for Harris. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Takes a 3. Christopher misses.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Outside Jones. Here's the teardrop. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Bagley with it. Wagner picks him up. They get it back. And that one's good. Bagley.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Here's Jones. Soft touch off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And the Grizzlies call time here. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Jones against Doncic. Pass to Avdia. From deep. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And there's Hunter on the assist by Mobley. And now just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Outside Giddey. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Wagner. The Kings have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Christopher. Rejected by Okongwu. Count it.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Pass to Giddey. From the paint. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Timeout called. Sacramento. Some changes for Sacramento. Porzingis is checked in for Wagner. And it's Levine in for Christopher. Grizzlies on D. Outside Jones. Pass to Levine. 2 minutes remaining to tie it up. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the 4th quarter. Doncic passes to Giddey. And they get it back. Doncic finds Giddey. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hunter. It's deflected. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Avdia from deep 3-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown?
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Inside. And Ayton pulls it down.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And so they foul intentionally. Dylan Brooks checked in for the Kings. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Jones. And they doubled up Doncic. And he commits the intentional foul. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Money! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Showing poise in the clutch. Mobley has that quiet confidence.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the Kings call time here. They're behind by 4. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. .24 seconds left in the game. They grab their own miss. And Mobley throws it down.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Yeah, a bona fide superstar. Luka is a great bet to deliver here.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside Jones. Here's Levine for 3. Can't hit that one. Timeout called. Memphis. They're up by 4. Only 2 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. From deep, here's Doncic. Missed it. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. And they barely squeezed out the win here.
You can't be me, why bother? Don't have your time now.